The triple play bundle of home broadband, pay TV and landline has been hugely important to operators over the past few years. It's been probably the least technologically sophisticated strategy they could employ, but I would argue it's been one of the most successful. Across the board, it's enabled operators to increase top-line revenue, grow average revenue per user, and increase loyalty. It's also enabled various players to disrupt their competitors' markets. So pay TV operators of various stripes have offered broadband for free or at a discount within their triple plays, and in recent years, telcos have turned the table to great effect as well. One of the headline trends in telecoms and TV in the US is that triple play growth is slowing. In fact, we're forecasting that the number of triple play subscriptions will decline in the US from 2018 onwards. One of the reasons is that operators are migrating subscribers to so-called quad play bundles, which add mobile services to the triple play bundle. But the larger and more important reason is that pay TV is in decline itself. So we're forecasting that the number of pay TV subscriptions will decline from a high of around 100 million in 2013 to around 95 million in 2022. Another reason that we will see this change in triple play subscriptions is the growth in the generation of new households that are perhaps uninterested in subscribing to pay TV in the first place. So that will cause the penetration of pay TV of households to decline by about 10 percentage points to just over 71% in 2022. One of the main reasons that the popularity of pay TV in the US is being challenged is the rise of so-called over-the-top video services like Netflix and Hulu. These services are challenging consumers' expectations of what a TV and video service should look like, but more importantly, what it should cost. We're in fact forecasting that the number of OTT video service subscriptions will reach 231 million in 2022. Now, to put that in context, that's more than double the number of pay TV subscriptions. How can it reach this level? Well, first of all, because these services are much cheaper than pay TV. Typically, they cost around about $10 per month, compared to about $145 for your average US triple play. So this cheaper price point has led a number of consumers to take these OTT video services alongside their pay TV services, and in some cases this has caused them to view those pay TV services less favourably than they have done in the past. And so a growing number of customers are choosing to cut the so-called pay TV cord and go OTT video only. One of the main drivers of this trend going forward will be the rise of so-called subscription-based linear OTT video services. So these are services like DirecTV Now from AT&T, but also Amazon channels from the eponymous e-commerce retail and YouTube TV from the Google-owned video company. Well, no doubt that the trends which were born in the US will spread to other parts of the world. Part of this is to do with the flattening of the world caused by internet economics, which lowers the barriers to entry for these services. But it's fair to say that it won't play out exactly as it has done in the US. First of all, the US pay TV market is one of the most mature in the world. So about 90% of TV households have had pay TV for quite a long time. This has also led operators looking for sources of revenue growth to steadily increase the price those customers are paying via various means. So when you get to that point when the market is very saturated and the prices are very high, in some ways the only way is down or at best flat. In terms of other markets, the picture is quite different. Markets aren't as penetrated, and in addition, services aren't as expensive. So there is room for operators, not necessarily to stick to their guns and pursue the same old growth strategies and be rewarded in the same old ways, but to adopt new strategies based on those changing consumer expectations in order to continue to grow with essentially demand for TV. Let's not forget that customers don't care how the service is delivered, they just care about the quality of the service and that it delivers value for money. The factors critical to success for any company looking to succeed in the telecoms and TV markets are twofold. Of course, first they have to understand the global trends, many of them which are being driven out of the US. But at the same time, they need to have a deep and robust understanding of local market conditions. TV markets in particular are probably more national than any kind of TMT market you can think of. There are various structures, expectations, which mean that you can't simply export a US business model or US technology abroad. Market data and forecasts play an extremely important role in our customers' decision making. The challenge that they face is not that OTT video is going to replace pay TV overnight, everywhere. The challenge that they face is the fact that this balance of power is going to shift in more subtle ways over different periods of time in different markets. Market data and forecast plays a key role in giving them the confidence to understand where to invest, migrate and expand, why and when. At Ovum, we invest a huge amount of time and effort in creating data that is unique in three ways. First of all, it's global. It covers advanced and developing markets. Second, it's converged. It's based on an integrated model where all the different numbers feed into each other and, more importantly, add up. And finally, it's cutting edge. So we always try to be at the forefront of the market. OTT video is one of those markets. We have truly unique forecasts, such as forecasts breaking down service provider subscriptions and revenues by Netflix, Hulu, Sky Now, and over 250 other OTT video service providers by name.